Hi, this is Dan. I'll be discussing proxy votes. How do I handle them using myHOAst? I will first identify the steps, and then I'll cover them as a demonstration in myHOAst. So step one is we enter the votes when available. This means that if the proxy vote is not in the same ballot as the secret vote, as an election vote, for instance, you can enter them when you receive them. So if they're, again, separate from something that is secret, you can enter them when you receive them. Now, at the meeting, you would then close the voting time, and then you would enter the remaining votes, the remaining proxy votes. Then you see the results. Then you create the permanent report so that what you're looking at will not change with things like selling of property or removing a person's voting privilege. And then you remove the opt-in and opt-out dates. So let's see what this looks like in myHOAst. Log on to myHOAst as an admin. I go to the owner's meetings. And this is the meeting that we're talking about that has a proxy vote. So under voting, here's the proxy vote. So I have a proxy vote with me. It was delivered, hand-delivered or mailed, but it is not with a secret vote, so I can go ahead and take care of it now. Record meeting vote. It's for, say, Unit 1, and they said yes. Now, what happens if the vote is from, say, someone named Nixon, and I can't read the address? And I just search for Nixon, and there's the address for Nixon. I can click on the address here, and it shows me that this is indeed for Nixon, and he said yes. Same, you can also search for any sort of address. And this person said yes. And I'm going to go back now. So again, it's very easy putting the votes in. Now, at the meeting time, you're going to announce that there's a point where you're no longer going to accept these proxy votes. And when that happens, when you say the voting time is closed, you click this box to close the election for electronic votes. Now, there is a caution here because this is being captured on the uneditable audit trail. So make sure you don't close it before you're allowed to close it. So I'm going to confirm that I will want to continue. So the election is now closed. And I have, say, 3 votes in front of me here that were collected at the beginning of the meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and record them. So record meeting votes. And it was for, let's see, Unit 5. They said yes. For Unit 2, they said no. And there's a vote here from Unit 3. And the person has told me they want to replace their previous Unit 3 vote. They voted electronically, but now they're coming in with a paper proxy vote. Now, every proxy vote can be returned. So there's no difference here because they have submitted their vote electronically. They want it returned. We just click that checkoff box. Says we're going to erase this. Yep, I want it erased. And now I have the paper proxy vote, and they've changed their vote to no. And when I'm all done, number 4 in the steps would be view the report or see the results. And there are my results: 4 yeses, 3 nos. Next, now that the meeting is over, let's create the permanent report. And a permanent report is created. I'm going to go back here to the meeting area. The permanent report is created because the owner's meeting area is a live area. If I was to take the voting privilege away from a property or an address in my community, it's going to change the votes. It's going to change the computed quorum. So if I'm satisfied with this meeting and I don't want it to change, The only way you can keep it from changing is you create a report, and that report is static and will not change. So when I create the report here, now I have a version up here in reports meetings that will be static and will look the same 20 years from now. So that's why we create a report. And the last step, one thing you should not forget, number 6, remove the opt-in, opt-out dates. The opt-in, opt-out dates, these dates came from your board resolution. They were set up when the vote was created. The vote now is over, so we want to remove these so that they don't interfere with future votes or interfere with surveys. So I'm going to just wipe this vote out, this date out, excuse me, and wipe this one out. I'm going to say we're not using any specified dates and do an update, and I'm done.